Germany. How's it going, guys? I'm from LA, but I live in Rostock, Germany. I'm over here in my kid's room hanging out this weekend because he's over hanging out with his mom. So, this is the deal. Today is the No Kings protest. This is the special, and I am Matt Fox. This is Matt Fox on the tube, and you are looking at something that's going on over there in America for the first time in ever. Donald Trump likes to always say it was the biggest crowd ever. You know what, Donald? You can look at the crowd this day and remember that. That phrase is going to stick out because fucking that crowd out there today is standing tall and they got all sorts of different signs. And they're telling you, go fuck yourself in so many ways. And I think they have just broken the record for the most creative ways to tell the leader of your country how fucked up a job he's doing. All right. Now, as I said, I'm over here in Germany. It is right now about 8, a little after 8, half past 8. And you guys on the East Coast, you guys are sitting probably right around, what, 3 o'clock or something like that? Yeah, 3 o'clock. So, probably going off. But I hope that somehow, some way, that the protests are not going to be so bad that it causes any kind of extreme behavior from Trump, because that's what he's looking for. He's looking for a way to set this motion for martial law to take place. And if he does that, then it's going to be a situation. It's going to be a real situation. Let me check something out here. I want to see something. No, that's not it. Sorry about that. That was not it. I was trying to do something else. Hold on a second. Nah, that's not it. That's not it here. Is that it? Because I wanted to show you guys something. Hold on a second. Yeah. I'm going to show you the guy. This guy right here. This guy right here. Here, let me make myself a little smaller. I think I can do that. No, I can't fucking do it. Look here. See that dude right there? That dude right there is messing up everything. See, that dude right there is making everything get really messed up. And that's the dude that's causing ICE and the DHS to do all the stupid shit they're doing. Got everybody in the White House talking about this dude and how much of a fucking asshole he is. All right. So let's talk about somebody else. This dude right here, him and his best buddy. Yeah, him and his best buddy. Now nobody's talking about them. And every time somebody brings up Ghislaine Maxwell, he says, "Oh, well, I haven't heard her name in a while. Hey, get ready. The pardon's coming." The fool fucking pardoned George Santos. Look, this guy is queer. He knows he's queer. He's anti-queer. So why is he freaking pardoning George Santos if he's anti-queer? I'm going to tell you why. Because George Santos wrote him a letter and sold him his soul and told him he would do anything he wanted, no matter what it was. I guarantee you. That's why. So, and the big fatty sits there and he's sitting there. He's a fucking, the biggest pedophile is sitting in the White House. Now, I talked about my situation before. I lived in New York. I lived in Palm Beach. I didn't hang out with those dudes, but I know of them. And I know their types, okay? I'm going to tell you, this dude put himself in that position to have the girls to offer to Epstein from the pageants. They came from the pageants. They came from Mar-a-Lago. He put himself in that position. Look it up. Read, and look and research. And I'm going to tell you something. This little dude right here is the one that is putting the weird ideas in Trump's head. All right? This little dude right here with the ass butthead right there, that butthead right there, is putting all those ideas right into that freaking. I can't see it, man. All right, see it. It doesn't matter. All right, so. Look here, guys, man, you need to stop by my podcast because I'm telling you, I'm going to tell you the truth. I talked about the stuff with Andrew that's going on with Andrew right now. I talked about that stuff like 2 months ago when Trump got that invitation over there to the Kings. I'm telling you, they don't do that shit. They don't do that shit. Okay? Hey, what's up, N-Dog? Hey, they do not do that shit. The king did that shit because of Trump. And Trump came to him and he said, you know what? I got something. You need to see this. And when he told the king what he had, see, they know each other from before anyway. Charles and him know each other from before. They can be a little bit casual. And Trump is that way anyway. He treats everybody like, you know. So, and the situation is, hey, what's up, Ahmed? Thanks for watching. Ahead, man. Hey, give me a thumbs up. All right, so the thing is that freaking Trump went to that king and told him what he had. He said, I got some videos, and you definitely need to see them. And when they saw those videos, you hear me? When they saw those videos, then it was over with. And Trump got a state dinner, got a parade, he got everything he wanted, everything. Was able to speak to the parliament, all that shit. They do not do that shit. They do not do that shit in England. The Queen, look back. The Queen never, ever did no shit like that. And the King also, that's really a serious break in fucking etiquette and protocol. But they did that for Trump because he had the tapes. He had the tapes. He did it all on Andrew. And what happened this weekend? What happened? Andrew is not the Duke of York anymore. And Andrew's activities at the Jeffrey Epstein Island has been seen by his brother and his possibly others in the royal family. Why do you think he's stepping back? All right. I told you guys 2 months ago, look at my podcast. Go to Matt Fox on the tube. I'm telling you, look, I told you guys. When Donald Trump got that invitation, I knew right then. I used to live in Palm Beach. I knew who hung out over there, but I didn't hang out over there. You guys need to do some research, man. Because I'm telling you, I've talked about this shit. Look, stay with me. Subscribe. It doesn't cost anything. Subscribe, okay? Give me a thumbs up, and I'm going to tell you the truth. Every time I get on here, I don't do no bullshitting, okay? So, and the thing is what's going on today in America is some serious stuff. You know, when you block the freedom to assemble, the freedom to speak your mind, the way the government is trying to sell it now as a law is that when Americans say something that is disrespectful of the other party, then it's going to be considered terrorist activity or reasons for investigation. And what's going to happen is they're going to be using AI and face recognition, facial recognition software in the protests and trying to figure out who's who and sort people into groups and start to do initial contacts with people who have been recognized as individuals that participated in the protest. Now, you guys think right now, that's a little bit, yeah, maybe not. But I'll tell you what, give them a little bit of time. It's not going to happen immediately. Give them a little bit of time. They're going to go through it and they'll be in contact. All right? So, insofar as the future, I hope and pray that the Americans will be able to get the Epstein files out and that somehow, some way, that the situation there will chill, that the Ukrainians will be able to get the tomahawks that they need because they do need the tomahawks. And Donald Trump is a piece of shit for doing that, for holding them back and playing that carrot stick game. And for him trying to suggest that they give up land where it sits right now on the battle lines, that's also not cool. So I think what Donald Trump needs is a good kick in the ass, and maybe somebody needs to restart his heart or something because he's off his rocker. Listen, I'm Matt Fox on the tube, and I'm out of there.